Hi, my name is Stacy Maxon, and today I'm going to be presenting the negative effects that new media has had on children. So, new media is a term that's used for digital information that is transmitted online, which includes videos and images. It's changed the way our children are growing up, and they're now exposed to a large variety of online information through social media, YouTube, and other outlets. And all of these affect the way our children are acting mentally and socially. So I'm going to be focusing on the negative effects that new media has had on adolescents, including the issues of cyberbullying, child security, and the emotional implications that new media has had on our youth body image. So cyberbullying is defined as an act of aggression that is intentional, repetitive, and toward an individual of lower power through electronic forms of contact. Cyberbullying includes a variety of things from unwanted comments, someone spreading rumors about another person, or sending videos or images of the person which can be seen as embarrassing or offensive, or even just purposely excluding someone from online communication. In the article Cyberbullying from Schoolhouse to Courthouse, it states that 92% of teenagers in the United States go online, which is why we've seen such a great increase of the problem of cyberbullying. Various studies have shown that looking at the frequency of cyberbullying, and it was found that 25% of children ages 11 to 18 have been a victim. Cyberbullying can be especially harmful because unlike traditional bullying, cyberbullying can be widespread, and it doesn't necessarily stop when the child leaves school. They're often exposed to the abuse 24/7 through social media or text, so the person often feels trapped, like they can't get away from the problem and they have no escape. Also, the ability to be anonymous online increases the amount of bullying, and it can, be really vicious because the users doing the bullying don't have to worry about being identified. So as found in the article Adolescents' Viewing of Suicide-Related Web Content, there is evidence that shows that children involved in cyberbullying increases the risk of suicide, depression, and self-harm. And it could also affect the student's education and cause post-traumatic stress disorder. Because of the increase in cyberbullying and the dangers it can have on adolescents, in the article Cyberbullying from Schoolhouse to Courthouse, states that all 50 states have enacted anti-bullying laws. However, most states don't have laws that require schools to have policies regarding cyberbullying that takes place off of school grounds. So it leaves many victims unprotected. Another one of the negative effects new media has had on our children is giving them a false sense of security online. According to Elements Way, empowering parents, mentors, and educators in the new age of media, children are often using social media accounts that allow all their personal information to become public. Children are also voluntarily sharing their personal information, including address or their parents' credit card information when asked. They're being exposed to greater complexities that they must deal with, which blurs the line of private versus public and intimacy and sharing. Because of children's vulnerability, recent studies have shown that the number of attacks of children have greatly increased. The article Internet Child Sex Offenders: Concerns about Online Security states that children are more susceptible to being victimized online by child sex offenders. And this is through email, instant messaging, and webcams. The internet also allows sex offenders to remain anonymous, and it creates a false sense of security for children because they don't necessarily know who's on the other end of that computer. They don't know their real age or identity. In addition to using pseudonyms, the offenders will also use encryption services and disposable devices so that way they can go undetected by the police if a problem arises and they're being monitored. New media pressure has also caused adolescents to have more issues with their body image. According to the effects of gender, family, friends, and media influences on eating behaviors and body image during adolescence, Issues with body image is affecting adolescent self-esteem and causing depression and even eating disorders. Females feel the need to lose weight through dieting, while males feel like they need to gain more muscle and strength to live up to the images shown online. Children also look to social media and online advertising to find a way on how to improve their physical appearance. They end up dissatisfied when they're unable to live up to the images that they find online. In a study performed where adolescents were shown an online image of females, 69% reported that the image influenced their perceptions of the ideal body image, and 47% reported that the images invoked a desire to lose weight and diet themselves. So, as shown in the above examples, new media has had a significant negative effect on adolescents in the short period of time that it's been around. To decrease the negative effect, a lot of parents have started using parental controls. Unfortunately, they're not always effective because oftentimes the children know more about the technology than the parents do, so they're able to override any controls that are put into place. The elements weigh empowering parents, mentors, and educators in the age of new media, suggests that parents, educators, and mentors become more educated and involved in their children's well-being to ensure that they have the tools in place to overcome any negative effects that new media has had on their child's mental health and social development. So parents should teach positive communication to open dialogue with their children, acceptance of themselves to increase confidence and openness to change, and teach their children to connect to their strengths to have them grow as a person. Having these tools available to them can help them to be more open to others, which can reduce bullying. And if they are being victimized, it will give them the confidence to not let the words or actions cause them emotional implications such as depression or ideas of self-harm. They may also feel more comfortable speaking to a trusted adult about these issues. As new media becomes more prevalent in today's society, hopefully we'll continue to learn how to reduce the negative effects that it has on our children and be able to overcome them.